when you consider that these things were allowed to burn for the media photo op. These cars were set on fire by the supposed black bloc anarchists, and I had been sent a photo from a good friend of mine at nauresistance.org, which shows that some of these black bloc guys had the same clubs that the police were using at the front of the riot line.
Well, I've seen the video and photos. They look like cops, and I said that 2.5 years ago in Montebello, and headline, Royal Mounted Police admit that was their officers. I forget the exact headline, but it's Royal Mounted Police admit their officers attacked other officers for the media, and we caught them in Denver. I said look like provocateurs. Denver Post headline, police posed as anarchists, attacked other police. So they do this everywhere, and if they're not cops, we've proven they're foundation funded. They're flown in.
Yeah, that's exactly what we heard from many people here on the ground. I think it's beyond any reasonable suspicion now that these people are agent provocateurs, either allowed to do this by the police or actually police
Well,
officers.
stay there. I want you guys to walk through what happened with this specifically and then get into other issues on the other side of this quick break. But this has happened over and over and over again, and it's meant to set a precedent to shut down our free speech. The same thing is done worldwide, ladies and gentlemen, and they are bringing these people in. I've had the anarchists tell me in Austin that they do work for the feds. That doesn't mean all anarchists.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Originally, we the people have entrusted government to be the guardians of currency, to ensure purity, content, weights, and measures of gold and silver coins citizens would use for commerce. This reinstalled confidence after the demise of the fiat continental system, wisdom being lost with time. The government we once entrusted to protect from counterfeit has colluded with private business, creating the largest fiat counterfeiting scheme our country ever experienced. This is not only a transfer of power to an institution that is not accountable to our elected government, but has also caused the dollar to lose more than 90 cents of its original value. Now, foreign governments are trying to divest themselves from this once world reserve currency. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I'm offering a book that explains how the system works. Call me today at 800-686-2237. I will give you a silver dollar free just for purchasing the book. Call today at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Don't answer it. If fear strikes your heart when the phone rings, knowing it may be another bill collector, it's time for you to call Zero Debt in 90 days. 800-477-9256. Settlements, bankruptcy, and attorneys are not the answer and may end up costing you up to 10 times more than necessary. Listen, if you're already in debt, does it make sense to get buried in another payment plan? Zero Debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days guaranteed, without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. Get the fastest relief from debt on the planet when you call 800-477-9256. If you have debt with the IRS, credit cards, student loans, or a foreclosure, we can help at Zero Debt in 90 days, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Or call now for free information. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256.
This is all about global standardization. Doesn't matter if the G20's meeting in London or Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania or Toronto, Canada. They come in, laws are passed just so private security can arrest citizens. Laws are passed so citizens have no due process and can be arrested. People are grabbed, they're secret police on trains, spying on everyone. People are just taken away for no reason. That's the headline, secret law passed allows unlimited arrest. And then, magically, the anarchists show up, the police stand back, as is in these new videos, let them set police cars in fire that are parked there, and then let the media see it, and then they pull back and are left alone. In the case of Seattle and other cities, you then catch them in government buildings or in other buildings protected by police. And I don't know how cops go along with this. Well, we've had cops speak up in Canada and the U.S. about it, and in Denver, Colorado. That's why we know about it. But going back to Charlie Veitch and Dan Dix, guys, going back to this provocateur action, I think that's most important. Tell us the intel you're getting.
Well, a very interesting thing that happened. Charlie and I were in the middle of this particular protest where everybody got surrounded. And they had blocked the street on Queen Street leading up to Spadina, the area where one of the police cars was on fire. And Charlie got on the bullhorn and said, you know, if this line is blocked, let's go north, everybody. So everybody started to go this way, and then all of a sudden the police opened up the line and allowed everyone to go through, almost like as if they wanted us to be in that particular area where that police car was on fire. Because once we got the crowd to go in another direction, they opened up the line and said, well, let them through. So they let the hundreds and hundreds of protesters through where we were once blocked and moved us into the area where the police car was on fire, and that's where they blocked everyone in and detained us. Charlie and I, lucky enough, got out just at the right time because we came back to my place to do the show. So we just missed that by a few minutes.
So that was part of the photo op. Down the road, the Fed boys, no doubt, torched the police cars. Then they were like, come on, guys, we need you. We need the regular protesters. There's a jail cell waiting for you. You guys, Charlie just got out of jail the day before, or that morning. You guys duck out to come be interviewed by me last night, and then right on time because they could then arrest their bad guys.
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Again, we were under massive surveillance. Dan and I were getting pointed out by police officers. They had their $7,000 semi-professional cameras. And it's just for the grace of your show that we decided to duck out of this particular march. And Alex, how do you feel about the predictive programming effects of almost 300 protesters being rounded up in an urban area onto buses and taken away to a detention camp?
Well, I mean, they admit, I've seen it in Austin, I've seen it in New York City for the RNC 2004. It's done for any of these high-security events the exact same way. They bring in their thugs, they let them attack, burn a few trash cans. It always turns out they're feds. They leave, they're protected. And then an hour later, a day later, they then attack peaceful crowds saying that you were the ones that did it. And I've walked up to these anarchists before and said, you know, I know you're a fed. They're like, you're right, we're going to get you too. and usually they're communist. Under their outfit, they'll have a big red star on, and they're flown in by foundations, paid for by, big wealthy foundations. But other times, they're actual cops. And I just hope people realize that the government's doing this as a form of false flag to demonize any type of demonstration.
Yeah, Alex, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say to the people listening, and especially people in Toronto, if you were one of the 240 people who were arrested and detained and taken to the camp, please get in touch with me at dan@pressfortruth.ca. We would like to interview you about what happened, and so that we can get your story